My name is Olivia, I'm 26 years old. And I never thought I'd be telling this story on a stage like this. When I was little, my dad was my hero. He used to feed the homeless. He gave away coats in the winter. He never walked past a hungry person. He was loved when he was sober. But addiction, it crept in quietly. At first, it was just drinking. Then it became drugs. And then, he wasn't my dad anymore. The man who once tucked me in at night started screaming at walls. The one who held my hand when I crossed the street began breaking doors, furniture, us. One night, I'll never forget it. He came home high, drunk, angry. He started throwing things, yelling, smashing everything. My mom tried to stop him. My big sister stepped in. But he shot them both. And then, he turned the gun on me. He pulled the trigger. I remember the sound, the burn, and then, darkness. When I woke up, I was in a hospital. I'd lost my mom. I'd lost my sister. I'd lost my ability to walk. And I'd lost the only version of my father I ever wanted to remember. People say time heals, but some wounds don't close, they just get quieter. I'm not here tonight for pity. I'm here because someone out there might be living with a father who's kind when he's sober, and terrifying when he's not. Someone might be afraid to speak. I want them to know, you're not alone. You deserve to be safe. You deserve to live. I lost my family to addiction. But I didn't lose my voice. And tonight, I'm going to use it.
You used to hold my tiny hands, call me your little star. Tell me I could change the world, no matter who you are. Shadows came inside our home, wearing your same face. Every time you disappeared, love left without a trace. I begged you not to lose yourself, but you were chasing hell in bottles on a shelf. But I'm still here, though the house burned down. Through the screams, the silence, the shattered sound. You tried to take my voice that night, but I rose up from that fight. I lost it all, but made it clear I'm still here. Mama used to sing to me, sis would braid my hair. Now they're just in photographs and empty frames of air. You pulled the trigger, lost your soul, and left me fighting to be whole. They say once were gentle, kind, but addiction stole your peace of mind. But I'm still here, and I'm still here in this broken skin, with scars that scream what could have been. You tried to silence all my dreams, but I became the louder scream. You took their lives, but not my fear. I'm still here. There's a girl out there, just 13, hiding from what's yet unseen. If my voice can be her shield, then I'll sing what you tried to steal. 'Cause I'm still here, louder than the pain, dancing in the pouring rain. They may be gone, but I remain. I carry love inside my name. You know I left me tears that made it clear I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Olivia, I don't think there are enough words in the English language to describe what we just witnessed. I've judged this show for many years. I've seen thousands of performances. Some make us cheer, some make us laugh, some even make us cry. But very few bring an entire audience to absolute silence before erupting into tears and thunderous applause of what you did tonight was sacred. You walked, or rather, rolled onto this stage with a story so painful that most people wouldn't dare say it out loud. And not only did you say it, you sang it. You wore your scars not as shame but as strength. You could have spent your whole life asking why me, and no one would have blamed you. But instead you turned around and asked, who else can I help? Olivia, that is power. That is what makes a person unforgettable, some unforgettable. Let me just say something clearly. Your father's addiction did not define you. His actions did not end you. You are living, breathing proof that trauma may break the body, but it does not have to break the soul. What struck me the most wasn't just the pain in your voice. It was the hope. You didn't sing like someone asking for pity. You sang like someone lifting the weight off others. You became the voice for every child sitting at home tonight, hiding in fear behind a closed bedroom door. For every mother who's been silenced by violence. For every person who believes they are alone in their pain, you let them know they aren't, and that takes unbelievable courage. But when you sang those words, I'm still here. I felt something shift in this room. It wasn't just a lyric, it was a declaration. But a declaration. You weren't just performing a song, you were reclaiming your life. You were reminding all of us that survival is not weakness, it's defiance, it's strength. It's defiance, it's strength. I watched the way you looked into the lights, not afraid, not apologizing, and I thought, this woman has already been through hell. And now, she's showing us heaven. You turn tragedy into testimony. You turn silence into sound. You turned a wheelchair into a throne. And let's say this, Olivia, you may have come here to tell your story, but in doing so, you become part of ours. I don't care what happens next in this competition, because as far as I'm concerned, you've already won something far bigger than a trophy. You've won hearts. You've ignited conversation. You've made people look at addiction not just as a personal battle, but as a family war. Not as a family war. I hope people watching tonight talk about you tomorrow and the next day and every day after, because your story needs to be heard. And to anyone out there listening right now, if Olivia's voice moved you, if her strength inspired you, if her courage made you reflect, then do something. Speak up, reach out, help someone, or help yourself. Because if Olivia can survive all that and still come here, and still sit, then maybe the rest of us can find a little more strength to keep going too, Olivia. You didn't just break the silence. You became the voice we all needed.